Hi everyone, this is Elaine. Welcome to Flat Earth for Dummies 101. Definition of dummy, indoctrinated in globe from birth.
Okay, thanks, Paul. Well, where do I start? Okay, I've done many flights between Sydney and Perth back to Sydney, and it's approximately a 3,000 kilometre distance. Our Gulfstream flies at approximately 1,000 kilometres an hour, 960, 980 kilometres an hour. So it's a 3-hour flight. Now, if you were to calculate in the 8 inches per square mile that we're supposed to be having, it would roughly add around 900 kilometres to that sector. So...
Oh, I see what you mean. The extra distance, because you're not flying over a flat plane. Or
that's right.
Assuming, we're...
I've been flying around at 48,000 feet, and as far as I can see, the Earth is flat. The horizon is flat. There is zero curvature visible. The artificial horizon does not have to be reset or every few minutes as we're flying around a curve. I'm not pointing the nose of the aircraft, or the autopilot is not following the curvature. We level out at our assigned altitude, 38,000 feet, and we stay perfectly level for 3 hours, 6 hours, whatever the flight leg is. 2 out of 3 pilots said I was completely crazy, and a couple of them also started thinking, and the company that I was working for, we have 6 pilots, fixed-wing pilots, 3 helicopter pilots, and I'm dual rated. And we all started talking, and within 12 months of independent research, we all came up with the same conclusion that, in fact, we don't plan for curvature, we don't plan for Coriolis, we can't see curvature. None of our flight planning makes any sense on a ball, but all our long-distance flights make perfect sense on a flat Earth as we understand it, which roughly looks like the UN map. Are you aware that the artificial horizon can only work on a stationary flat plane? And when you're flying around at 30,000, 40,000 feet, have you seen any curved horizon? The answer to that is...
Only if you're looking through curved windows, I guess.
That's right, and there are some planes, yes, there certainly are some passenger planes that with pressurization, changing of altitudes, the window does flex and
small, but that in of itself, you are looking through a curved piece of material, and that's going to distort the light that's coming in through that window at some level, and it could make it appear. So I think a lot of people will say, "Oh, I've seen the curve at 35,000 feet." Well, it's because you're looking potentially, you're looking through a curved piece of material that would give you that effect. I think it's important to talk to pilots who have maybe a 180-degree view, because they've got flat windows and they've got the cockpit. They can see left all the way to the right, so they can see a 180-degree view, a much different view as a passenger, I'm assuming, and you would definitely be able to, optically see curvature at that point, and it sounds like you don't.
Well, that's exactly right. I had friends who have experimented with sending balloons up into the upper atmospheres, and I believe some of those balloons have gotten as high as 120,000 feet, and the footage of that was absolutely perfectly flat. Unlike when amateur balloonists send up a GoPro, which has a fisheye lens, and of course we get a constant curvature, which is constantly changing as the lens is dipping up and down, above and below the horizon. the curvature is changing. Sometimes it's curving down and around, representing a ball of earth, and sometimes it's totally the opposite. And so, it sends you a little bit crazy trying to look at those pictures. But I've seen footage of friends who have sent amateur balloons up with a true corrected lens, and it is perfectly flat at every altitude, at every step, all the way up to 120,000 feet.
Hi everyone, this is Elaine Chadwick Clanton, Flat Earth for Dummies 101, Definition of Dummy, Indoctrinated in Globe from Birth. You have just heard a pilot with 29 years experience, interviewed by Paul on the Plane, and he is one of many pilots who have discovered that the Earth is flat. We are getting a group together for a meetup in Florida. We would ask that anyone who would like to join us leave a comment with the best way to get in touch with you. We had a great time in Denver. Looking forward to having a meetup here in Florida. This is Flat Earth for Dummies 101, flatearthfordummies101.com. A spinning globe is only true in fairy tales. Only the truth will set you free. The lies were out to get me, to feast upon my brain. Freemasonic wormholes were to blame. Then I saw the way. Now I'm a flat earther. There is no curve, no globe in my mind. The earth is flat. Yes, we're the believers. Don't heed the deceivers, those who lie.